Good afternoon, YouTube. It is Kyle here from Stroll Landscaping and Design, and today I would like to talk about one of my favorite native plants, and that is Simpson stopper. Simpson stopper is an amazing plant to use for a multitude of different scenarios. I normally use this plant for privacy hedges. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, well, I need more privacy. And a lot of the go-to privacy plants here in Florida are, areca palms or collusia, which are good, but I usually will select Simpson stopper because of its wildlife benefit. Now, these Simpson stoppers, they're only in a 7-gallon pot, so they're not very mature. But as you can see, it's got a nice dark green leaf to it. It gets these red tips at the end on the new growth, which makes it very showy. And they can reach, in shrub form. They come in a tree form or a shrub form. This here is in shrub form, and they can reach up to about 20 foot tall if left untrimmed. But you can also keep them trimmed to the point where you can keep them at a desired height. So a lot of times I'll do mass plantings of these for a privacy hedge, or I will do, just this one species all in a privacy hedge. And what's great about this plant is it provides for pollinators, because it gets a nice fragrant white flower, mainly in the springtime, and it berries all throughout the year, so it attracts a lot of different birds. It gets pretty thick, so birds can use it as a nesting tree. So it's got a lot of great wildlife benefits. One thing to note about the Simpson stopper is it is not the most easy plant to get established. I've had scenarios where I've planted it in the middle of summer and it didn't have as much of a watering schedule as it should have, not as frequent of watering as it needed, and it just didn't take as well as some other species I've planted, native species. So this plant, it does require a little extra watering within the first couple months, just because the roots just take a little longer to get established. But it's a native plant to here in Florida. It's showy, it's very nice looking, it's got the white flower, it's got the red berry, and once it is established, it can definitely be considered a drought tolerant plant. It's just those first couple months it'll take some time. So one plant, when I do mass plantings of this, sometimes I'll mix the hedge, because it's good to mix a hedge. You get different wildlife attracted to an area if you mix a hedge with more than one species. So I'll maybe do a Simpson stopper. This is them in a little bit bigger of a gallon size. A lot of times I will mix the Simpson stopper with, I did this recently on a privacy hedge, I'll mix that with silver buttonwood. So these two species together, it's just nice because you get that dark green color and then the really deep silver to mix up the monotony of the dark green. So I find it, both shrubs, they have similar growing habits as far as height and how much they'll grow per year, which they'll usually grow about a foot and a half per year, and they just look great together. So that's our lesson for today, our talk for today about beautiful Simpson stopper here in sunny St. Petersburg, Florida. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next episode.